Yo, welcome everyone. Market makers want you to panic and for you to give up on your trades before a bigger move will happen on Bitcoin. It's simply a trap. And let me show you why. Now, yesterday, Bitcoin got a rejection exactly at our high term time frame area of resistance, approximately at 109.6 thousand US dollars. This specific level was also very nicely aligning with the golden Fibonacci ratio once we are measuring the entire move towards downside. Bitcoin got a rejection, and at the moment we are already seeing some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. That is why today I need to share with you two very important scenarios you need to be aware of and why ideally I still want Bitcoin to continue its way towards the upside, why I do remain in all of my long positions on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and also on many other cryptocurrencies. The first scenario is going to be that Bitcoin is, as of right now, still forming a rising wedge pattern we have been talking about for a very long time. If this specific pattern wants to remain valid, of course, we should not see another push down, because in that case, we need to adjust our bottom trend line, and in that case, clearly you can see the rising wedge pattern is going to lose its shape. However, if we are right now already going to go higher, we are going to place our fourth elite wave exactly at this specific low, the diagonal area of support, and the entire shape of the rising wedge pattern in that case is going to remain valid. And what we got right here for the past couple of hours, for the past couple of days, is simply going to be some kind of an A wave right here. We got the B wave and then also the C elite wave. If we now start moving impulsively towards the upside, Bitcoin in that case is going to start finishing the entire 5-wave price structure towards the upside, and of course we want to see another higher high to be formed sooner rather than later at approximately 110.5 thousand US dollars. However, what if Bitcoin does not go right now higher towards the upside immediately and we do see another push down? In that case, to be honest, I would not even talk about this specific rising wedge pattern anymore, and we need to adjust our plan. So what we are going to do right here, I would simply identify this entire push down as also being some kind of an ABC correction. So what we are going to do, we are going to say that this entire first move down was our A wave, we got our B wave right here, and also as of right now, we are forming the last corrective elliott wave towards downside. Of course, this specific C elliott wave is going to be valid only if we do see right now another push towards downside. And in that case, you need to be aware of quite a major area of support where, of course, we can be looking to go with another long or a buying position of Bitcoin. Even if we are right now going to go lower, I am going to remain bullish because a very nice support area is going to be hit where potentially we can also be looking to fire another long or a buying position on the Bitcoin chart itself. So what exactly is going to be the price target of our C elliott wave, and what is this specific support zone right here going to look like? All we have to do is to go with our trend-based Fibonacci extension, measuring the entire move towards upside, putting the third pivot at the start of our C elliott wave. And here we need to be aware of the 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension landing at approximately 106.4 thousand US dollars. Additionally, this specific area is really not a random level. If we go right now with our exponential moving averages, we are only going to pay attention to the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. It also does very nicely align with our 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension price target of the entire ABC correction. So let's just say like that. If we go lower, we can simply be looking to fire another long or a buying position at this specific zone. However, if we are going to go higher, in my opinion, you can also look to enter another long position, literally approximately at the area where we are trading as of right now with proper risk management. And I am going to share with you exactly why you could be looking for another long position approximately at this specific area, and that is why make sure you're right now also smashing up the like button, because 1000 likes are really imminent. And also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Later, I also need to announce the winner of the $200 US bonus giveaway, but nevertheless, let me right now do share with you two very important channels we can identify on the 1 hourly and on the 4 hourly time frame, literally exactly at the area where Bitcoin is trading as of right now. What we are going to do, if we are connecting our lower highs with a diagonal area of resistance, you're going to notice that yes, we can expand the channel back towards downside, and the bottom of the channel is going to come in at approximately 106.4 thousand US dollars. Surprisingly or maybe not, 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension level coming in almost at the exact same area. Now, additionally, what else can we do when we are zooming out on the 4-hourly time frame? We can identify another channel right here. So we are going to connect our higher highs with a diagonal, expand this one towards our recent low. And what you can also see right here, if Bitcoin does see another push down, not only we are going to take the liquidity below our recent lows right here, but also we are going to be trading exactly at the bottom of our ascending channel. So that is why I just wanted to point out that if Bitcoin does see another push down, quite a nice support zone is going to come in at approximately 107.2 to approximately 106.4 thousand US dollar area, because at this specific zone so many levels are going to align together. The bottom of our ascending channel, the liquidity level exactly below our recent low, but the thing is we can identify another golden Fibonacci ratio and also another anchored VWAP aligning with the volume level. So what we are going to do right now, measuring the entire upper price section with volume, you're going to see the value area low coming in exactly at our 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension price target. Additionally, if we go with our anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific low, coming in exactly at this specific area, 106.8 thousand US dollars. Not to mention, also the liquidity level is going to be exactly right here. So that is why I would say, if Bitcoin does see another push towards downside in this specific zone, of course, we could be interested to fire another long or buy position, looking literally for another higher high. However, what I said before, if we are going to see another push down, the rising wedge pattern is going to lose its shape, which in my opinion is not really going to be ideal. And that is also why I said to you, potentially you could be looking to go with a long or a buy position, literally at the area where we are trading as of right now, but only if you have proper risk management. The trade is going to be slightly more risky. However, I still do think if you're going to manage your risk correctly, if you're going to be setting your stop loss exactly below the recent low and target this specific high, it is still going to be 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And why, in my opinion, this specific trade can also potentially play out, and why as of right now I do remain in all of my long positions on Bitcoin and on many different altcoins. Because once you pay attention to the order flow, maybe you're going to be surprised. Yes, in yesterday's video I definitely shared with you that I want to see higher targets because of the bullish absorption. CVD was seeing brand new lower lows, open interest was increasing, and Bitcoin was still forming higher lows right here. This right here was definitely a bullish Bitcoin indication. That is why yesterday I said to you I want to see another push toward the upside. Nevertheless, yesterday unfortunately the bullish divergence right here actually failed. But what are you going to see right now? We are once again seeing bullish absorption. Bitcoin is right now clearly pushing higher, while the CVD is seeing quite a significant push towards the downside, forming another lower low. Open interest is decreasing. So what does that actually mean? People are closing their long positions. However, the selling pressure that is coming in the market is not pushing the price lower. There is going to be another bullish CVD divergence, bullish absorption happening as of right now on the Bitcoin chart itself. So yes, we can already right now see another push towards the upside on Bitcoin, and let's see if we are then going to finally form our fifth and final elliott wave towards the upside at approximately 111,000 US dollars. That is why right now we need to announce the winner of the 200 US dollar bonus giveaway. I am going to shuffle the names even more and right now click to spin on the wheel. Of course, good luck to everyone and let's see who is another winner of the 200 US dollar bonus giveaway. And it does look like the winner is L. Congratulations to you. You are going to get your reward in the next couple of hours. And also, if you want to participate in another giveaway we are going to be hosting, all you have to do is to sign up on BTC exchange without KYC and without VPN, because you're also going to get a free 8,000 US dollar bonus, and only after you register, you're already going to get 10 USDT completely for free. Now, unfortunately, this specific bonus is only limited to the first 300 users, but nevertheless, deposit on your account because you're also going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But let me right now do share with you why, overall speaking, I want to see higher. I remain bullish, and ideally, I am looking for this specific rising wedge pattern to actually finish sooner rather than later. The first major reason is going to be, as I already said before, that we are forming a bullish CVD divergence. Additionally, we are right now seeing that all of our exponential moving averages are saying to us we are moving in a very nice uptrend. On the 2-hourly, EMAs are clearly in an uptrend. 1-hourly, we are in an uptrend. 4-hourly time frame, we are in an uptrend. So guessing right now that Bitcoin is right here going to collapse straight towards upside, in my opinion, is definitely not going to be the smartest idea. I remain bullish and I also remain in all of my long positions. That is why I am telling you, if you're not already involved in a long position, looking for this specific long position with a clear invalidation level and a clear price target does make quite a lot of sense. However, if we do see another push down, of course, we are then going to look for another long position exactly at this specific zone. Now, let me also do share with you what is going to be the first area of resistance where Bitcoin, of course, can potentially see some kind of a rejection. On the daily time frame, we did confirm another brand new daily high term time frame area of resistance, 109.2 thousand US dollars. This specific level is also aligning with the value area high of the entire upper price action. So what we can say, the first important level is clearly coming up slightly higher from the area where Bitcoin is trading as of right now. But what I said before, if we are right now looking for our rising wedge pattern, ideally we want this specific level to, of course, be broken towards the upside and for Bitcoin to go even higher to approximately 111,000 US dollars. If we do then see some kind of a rejection right here, probably we are going to hit our lower area of support at approximately 107,000 US dollars. But of course, I am personally not going to short right here because once again, we are in a significant uptrend, bullish divergences are being formed, and that is simply why I do remain in all of my long positions. Now, additionally, pay attention right now to the biggest liquidation clusters on the entire chart. Yes, on the 3-day time frame, we do have some liquidations exactly below our recent lows. However, if we right now zoom out on the monthly time frame, you're actually going to see only one very important level stands out, and it's going to be exactly at 111,000 US dollars, exactly when Bitcoin is then going to finish our entire rising wedge pattern formation. So that is why I want to see higher. Let's see if something like that is going to happen. Let's see if we are going to finish our rising wedge pattern. But if we do finish it at approximately 111,000 US dollars, I am paying myself with my long positions and maybe even firing another short or a sell position, because of course we might even be expecting a break towards downside out of our rising wedge pattern. So as of right now, I want to see higher, literally another straight push towards the upside, or if we are going to see another push down and then another push up, but nevertheless overall direction remains towards the upside until we finish our bigger rising wedge pattern on the 4-hourly time frame. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus using the second link down below. No KYC, no VPN, and only after you register you're already going to get 10 USDT, but then also deposit because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.